Hi everyone, and welcome to Bedtime Stories. Now, I'm Becky, and I'm from the Child and Family Centre's Huntingdonshire district. And you'll probably remember a while back, I read a story about the rainbow fish. He was a fish that had lots of shimmering and shining scales. He gave them to his friends, which made him feel good. They all had one shimmering, shining scale each. So I have another story today, an adventure about the rainbow fish. Shall we see what it's all about, and maybe what new fish and creatures we may find under the sea? So, we have the rainbow fish and the sea monster's cave. This is by Marcus Pfister. Are we ready? Help! Come quick! The little blue fish was alarmed. His friends were there in a minute. What is it? What's wrong? Look at the bumpy-backed fish. He must be sick. He isn't moving, and he doesn't answer me. He just groans. Let me through, said the swordfish. She went up to the bumpy-backed fish. Can you tell me what's wrong? And the bumpy-backed fish moaned. My stomach aches. I feel terrible. You need red algae, said the swordfish. The only place where red algae grows is on the other side of the sea monster's cave, said the little blue fish. I'll go, declared Rainbow Fish. Are you out of your mind? Cried the other fish. It's the most dangerous place in the entire ocean. That's where the rock monsters live, and a creature with 1,000 arms to catch you, and a five-eyed globefish. You see the pictures of the fish they're describing. Rainbow Fish trembled. He almost changed his mind, but then he looked at the poor bumpy-backed fish lying in the sand, and bravely he said, I'll go anyway. I'll come with you, cried the little blue fish. That made Rainbow Fish feel better, and quickly they swam off before they lost their nerve. The sea monster's cave was dark and frightening. The rock walls were steep and jagged. Swim lower, whispered Rainbow Fish. That rock monster has his mouth open to eat us. The cave grew even darker. This is the rock monster he was on about. Suddenly the little blue fish cried out, Help! The 1,000-armed creature has caught me. And Rainbow Fish tugged and pulled until his friend slipped out of the monster's slimy arms. That was a close call. Now he was really scared. It just looks like weeds at the bottom of the ocean. Rainbow Fish looked down. The five-eyed globefish is watching us, he whispered. Can you see? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The little blue fish shivered. Quick, let's get out of here, he said, and they swam as fast as they could until they finally emerged on the other side of the sea monster's cave. There they saw a big clump of red algae. The two friends picked up as much as they could carry. Then they turned to go. The little blue fish hesitated. I can't go back through the cave. I'm too scared. Rainbow Fish was scared too, But he said, "At least now we know what's in there." They looked at each other, gathered their courage, and swam off, and soon they saw the five-eyed globefish. "There's something funny about those eyes," said Rainbow Fish, and he swam a little closer. Then Rainbow Fish laughed. "This isn't a five-eyed globefish," he said. "It's just the lanterns from 5 little lanternfish." "Why, they aren't scary at all," said the little blue fish, giggling with relief. "You see the 5 lanternfish? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When they reached the creature with 1,000 arms, they looked more closely. "Seaweed," they said together and laughed. The rock monster turned out to be just ordinary rocks. And unafraid, the 2 fish swam right by them and out of the cave to find their friends. "You made it," the other fish cried. "Did you see the rock monsters? Did anything try to eat you?" "We'll tell you everything later," answered Rainbow Fish. "But first we have to give this red algae to the bumpy-backed fish." The bumpy-backed fish nibbled at the algae, and soon he felt better. "I don't know how I can thank you. It must have been dreadful to go through the cave." "We were terribly afraid," Rainbow Fish admitted. "But when we looked more closely, the monsters disappeared," and interrupted the little blue fish happily. And then the 2 of them told the story of their journey and all the terrifying monsters that weren't really monsters at all. The end. That was a lovely story where they overcame their fears and saw things for what they were. Have a good night. Bye.